a special edition of Fabulous Feasts. It's a dessert. Yeah, oh my God, I'm making a dessert. Well, this is for Amanda. One of our crew says, hey, Doc, you should do something about, healthy desserts. Well, this is just for you. It is real excellent, really healthy, and simple. I'm going to do like a little double boiler here, and we're going to start off with some coconut oil. Just a little bit of coconut oil, like maybe not even a half a teaspoon. Oh, what are we making, by the way? We're making a fruit with chocolate sauce. So there you go. So we want see, coconut oil's hard at room temperature, so you need a double boiler. You can use a microwave, but I'm not a big microwave fan. But you dissolve the oil first. Now here's the ticket. The cocoa likes oil. So if you use a lot of oil, you're going to have to use a lot of cocoa. So if you're just making a little bit for a little treat at night, you don't need much oil to make a nice mixture. Cocoa is really healthy, guys, okay? Cocoa, cacao, very healthy. A lot of antioxidants. It has good chemicals for your brain. It's a phytocannabinoid. It's a cannabinoid from plants. It kind of works on your brain like, other cannabinoids like hemp oil. That's why people get hooked on chocolate. All right? And then you throw sugar in there, and then they get a sugar binge. All right? But we don't want the sugar binge. We want the phytocannabinoids. So actually, before I add my cocoa, I'm going to add my sweetener. Sweetener is going to be honey. All right? And I'm just going to add about a tablespoon. Here's the deal, people. Embrace the bitter. We talk about how dark chocolate, is better. 70, 80% cacao is better for you. Why? Because there's no sugar. White sugar is bad. It's a white powder, right? White powders are bad. So stay away from white powders. So I think that was, I would say, a teaspoon, because you want to embrace bitter. Get used to bitter things. At that point, we're going to add our cocoa. Okay? I'm going to use a teaspoon. And just add it till it gets to the consistency you like. But you'll notice the oil soaks it up very rapidly. At this point, I can shut it off because you just really need to melt the butter. I'm sorry, melt the oil. But you can see that's really watery. So just stir that up. You can make it as dense as you want. Now, some people make versions of this with stevia. And there's nothing wrong with stevia. It's a sugar substitute. I prefer honey, because if I'm going to have sugar, let me have the real thing, and honey's real sugar. I'm going to add a little bit more. I like it a little bit thicker. But read your labels. Go pick up that box of stevia at the store, and you may just find out that there's not a lot of stevia in it. It's mostly erythritol, which is a sugar alcohol. It's another chemical that is very sweet and has a low glycemic index, so diabetics can take it and things like that. But just because it says stevia on the jar or on the bottle doesn't mean it's 100% stevia. This is the consistency I like. I like it kind of thick and pasty. And woo, baby, there's my double boiler. So I'm going to lose my mixing spoon, but you know something? Did it really come out the way I want it? I don't know. Sure did. How about some strawberries? How about some blueberries? Really good brain food. So I'm getting some serotonin from my cacao. I could have bananas, Grapes are good. I'm going to use the dark grapes. Why? Different color. Color of food. Some grapes. And my chocolate syrup. Yeah, I like it thick like that. Oh, yeah, that's why I like it. Right like that, right on the top. To make it thinner, just add a little bit more coconut oil or a little bit more honey. All right? And that's it. Single serve. Not a lot. Coconut flakes. Dried coconut. No sugar. Don't get the sweetened coconut flakes. And there, and there you have it. And there you have it. Fresh fruit with homemade chocolate sauce, as sweet as you want and as bitter as you need. Embrace the bitter. Get used to bitter foods. As you get used to bitter foods, then you won't crave the sweet stuff. Then you won't turn to the dark side of that white powder. And you'll get healthy, because sugar drives inflammation, which drives disease, which ends up creating health problems. This is like a smorgasbord. I'm going to add walnuts. Great stuff. Can't go wrong. Probably should have made twice the amount of chocolate. I'm Dr. Donald DeFabio. Stay tuned for my next post on healthy desserts. Have a great day.